is going on? Welcome to episode 97 of the Nintendo Powercast. I'm your host, N64 Josh. Player 2, Hate Zero. What's up, dude?
What is going on, Josh? And what is up, NPC fam? It's your boy, Hate Zero, your hero.
That music you just heard is from On Being Human. Check them out on Spotify and YouTube. We're an unofficial Nintendo podcast. If you want to get yourself a free book from Audible, go to audibletrial.com/NPC. Pick up Console Wars. That's what I started listening to today, and I love it. I love it. You want to start your own podcast? Go to podbean.com/NPC. You can do a free trial where you can start putting out your own show right now. Podbean.com/NPC. And guys, the chair I'm sitting in is from OP Seat. Go to opseat.com. Right now, all the chairs are on sale for $50 off. Add my coupon, you save a total of $60. That's N64Josh. That's the coupon, opseat.com. We got some announcements.
Hey, listen.
We do this show live, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, twitch.tv/N64Josh. We are late tonight because we just got a ton of Pokemon news, and I want to say what's up to the chat. Kirby, Swing Shifter, Yickum, Lumber, Curtis, Mr. Cool Red Luigi, Nightcrawler, Van, Pudding, I'm trying to see everybody. Freaking Crud. Joel. I think I got most of you guys. Thank you so much. If you're just lurking, Music Man Todd, if you're lurking, I didn't catch your name. I'm sorry. There's a lot of you tonight. Thank you for being here. We just watched, or I don't know, we watched the live tweets come in. So that's the thing. Yeah. Guys, I'm still working on a book called Another Castle, coming soon. We're doing a $60 eShop card giveaway this Friday. This Friday it goes out. If you want to be entered to win, go to my Twitter at N64Josh. It's pinned right there. All the details. $60 eShop card. That would pick up, I don't know, Street Fighter, something like that this week if you want, maybe pay for your Mario Tennis. I do another podcast with Nightcrawler called the Smash Bros. Cast. We're recording this Friday. I would say just jump into the Discord, and that would be the best way to know when we go live. I think it's going to be 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Friday afternoon. Mario Kart Mondays I've turned into Gamers in Carts getting interviewed, and Kirby Geek is our first guest. And we put it off this last Monday because of the holiday. So this coming Monday, guys, show up 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will be interviewing Kirby Geek. I'm so excited. Cannot wait. She is the oracle that always corrects all of my mistakes. It's the best. Saturday morning Splatoons.
I don't understand how you accomplished this. We've been trying to get her on the show for months.
You want to know how it happened?
I'd love to.
She won those enamel pins, and then she was like, I really don't want them. So I'll make you a deal. If you re-roll it, I'll come on your show.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. So we just got to make her win stuff.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Exactly. So
good to know.
There you go. Saturday morning Splatoons is happening on Twitch. We're playing Splatoon together. It's a good time. And First Look Fridays. This week we're going to be looking at the Mario Tennis Aces demo. Maybe a little bit of Mega Man. Probably some Street Fighter. And any other indie games that end up coming my way. So there you go. First Look Fridays happening on Twitch. Twitch.tv/N64Josh. So come hang out. Hey, what have you been playing, man?
That's a great question. I played something. I played Wizard of Legend, and didn't get very far. The game's hard, and we'll get to the reviews of it. I played some Mario Tennis intro. I saw the splash page, so that was really cool. Looks pretty. That alone is better than some games on the Switch currently, so don't sleep on the demo because the menu on there is not bad. Played some Astro Bears, and if that thing is still on sale, spoilers, it's pretty cool.
Like blue shell cool?
I don't want to give it away yet, but we'll talk about it. I will give it a shell shortly.
Like today or next week?
No, like in a couple minutes when we make it to the reviews section.
That's right now. Go.
Oh. Well, Wizard of Legend. Let me start there.
Yep.
The game is kind of like a dungeon crawler, but kind of roguelike elements as well. So, you're basically this wizard trying to go through these trials and become the Wizard of Legend. Um, you level up, you unlock new spells, abilities. I imagine the better you get, the more spells and abilities you have, the further you can get, because I can't make it very far right now. But I like the style of the game quite a bit. The gameplay is really fast. It's fluid. I would say it's a red shell for sure. I think you should play. I think you should play it, Josh. I think you'd like it. It's not bad. Curtis Maximus brings up the load times. The load times are not amazing. So not as big of a deal for people who are good at the game, because I noticed when you make it like through individual levels of the dungeon, not too terrible. But when you die and then get kicked back out to the overworld and like run around, then you jump back in, because all the levels are randomly generated. So every time you pop in there, you're getting a different dungeon. So that's Wizard of Legend. I think it's still worth picking up. I would give it a red shell. Hopefully they can fix the loading. So
Awesome.
Now the one I'm really excited for. Unless, did you have a question?
No, give it to me, baby.
So Astro Bears was on sale for $1.99 on the North American eShop. If the game stays at that $1 price, or if it is still currently at that $1 price, go buy it immediately. The game is a blue shell. And I know that sounds ridiculous. It has HD rumble. It plays fluid. It's basically the old cell phone game Snake, but you're running around with cute bears in space on a 3D world that moves like Mario Galaxy. So you run around the worlds like you did in Mario Galaxy. And it has 4-player battle mode. You can do 2-player battle mode, or you can play a single player. Each bear has different stats. Pretty awesome.
All for $1.
$1. It's normally $5. If the game were $5 and I bought it, I would say it's a red shell. But for $1, it's a blue shell.
All right. Well, guys, I played Bloodstained: Curse of the Moon. It is basically the best Castlevania I've played yet. 8-bit graphics, beautiful. Looks gorgeous. I cannot recommend the game enough. I have a review up on n64josh.com. The video I recorded for the review has mad echo on it because I'm using better software, but I just need to learn it a little bit better. So if you want to hear me talking in an echo, go check that video out until I can get it fixed. 10 power gloves. Bloodstained: Curse of the Moon, 10 power gloves. The controls are tight. The music is amazing. The pixel art is awesome. It's $10. You can't go wrong. It's basically the appetizer before the main course, because there's another game in the works that is supposed to be like a sequel to Symphony of the Night, I guess. That's kind of what's going on. This was all kickstarted. It's awesome. Go check it out. Check out my review. Check out the video if you want to see more of it, but don't sleep on this game. Get it. It is good, especially if you want. Look, this is the way I put it in the review. Bloodstained is like, you know what nostalgia does to you when you think back on the old games and you're like, "Oh, they were so good." And then you play them and you're like, "If I take off these rose-tinted glasses, it's not so good." Bloodstained is like the retro games the way we remember them. It's that good. So don't miss that one. That's my review. I'm gonna say that's what I've been playing, so we can get into the news, because I can see the chat is like, "Can we please talk about Pokemon?" So here we go. Okay, real quick before Pokemon, did you play Sushi Strikers?
I did.
Give me your thoughts on the demo real quick.
I don't like it.
Okay, that's fine. Fair. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much it. So the game's charming. The music was fine. It looks like it's got a cool, fun little story. I hate the controls. Nothing against the game. The controls don't not work or something. It's not like they're bad controls. They're just not for me. I don't like them. So, um, my biggest problem with that game is I would probably still jump on it and say, you know what, I'll bite the bullet because it is a Nintendo title. I'll buy it. I can't spend $50 on it. I just can't. I can't do it. I don't like the game, and I definitely don't like it for $50. So, but I'm in the minority. Sounds like everyone really loves it, and good. I'm glad we're getting another game that people like.
Yeah, I played it. I liked it. I thought it was I I thought it was a decent puzzle game. When I slowed down with it and kind of focused on what I was doing, I could tell that there was some depth to it. And it just for Van, it's not a roguelike, so there you go.
Probably would have been better if it had been.
But I mean, look, I'm even looking at chat right now. Some people are saying it's a mobile game. Some people say it would be better with touch controls. It just, hey, I get it. Like it's not going to be for everybody. I wonder about the price tag. It seems a little steep. Like we're kind of paying for the name, but I enjoyed it. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll give you a full review here in about a week. So, we'll know. The Mario Tennis Aces demo came out. We all downloaded it, but we're just staring at the icon on our Switch.
I know.
How sad are you every time you turn on your Switch and you see it there, just like teasing you, like, don't you want to play me?
Well, first of all, Nintendo never said it was going to be playable, so I can't blame them for the false hope that was created. I do find it funny that they let us preload a like 400 meg demo or something, or 200 meg. It's not a huge demo, and for whatever reason, we can preload it. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm hyped out of my mind for it. So, yeah, bring it on. Bring it on.
Mega Man 11, October 2nd release date, can be pre-ordered now. GameStop exclusive. Amiibo, not just Amiibo, stickers, a patch, and a microfiber Stage Select cleaning cloth. All yours for the low price of $59.99. I got my pre-order in. How about you?
No, I didn't. I refuse to give GameStop my hard-earned money. So maybe I'll buy it off of someone so GameStop doesn't get my money. I don't know. But let's talk about these microfiber cloths. Why is that becoming a thing? Like, we have to pay the Switch tax, so let's throw in a microfiber cloth that costs a penny to manufacture and charge an additional $10. Yay!
Look,
Funny.
the microfiber cloth is no different than the companies back in the 80s starting, break little offshoots, Konami, Ultra, so that they could put out more than 3 games a year, right? We're seeing this, like, they're just looking for ways around, and I mean, hey, they've got to make their money, and it's the only way they can pass the cost onto the consumer. I know people don't love hearing that, but that's what it boils down to. They're in this to make money, and if you don't want to pay it, then just buy the digital version. That's the way it is. But not everybody wants to
I'm
hear
okay
that.
with it. It's fine. Like, I mean, if they charge $10 more without a cleaning cloth, it wouldn't really bother me that much. I understand the Nintendo tax. I know that's silly to say, but until the tech becomes cheaper on these carts, that's just the nature of the beast. So I'm okay with it. It is what it is at this point.
Yeah, and I mean I don't know. I'm ready for these bigger carts, so that we can get games like the Mega Man collection.
The thing that we have to be mindful of is some of the bigger carts already exist and companies are choosing not to use them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because there's no way all of the Mega Man games couldn't have fit on that one cart. I don't know what the thinking is for that. I have no clue. I recently saw a picture of Super Mario Brothers, right? Of the original Super Mario Brothers, and it said this picture takes up more memory than the entire game did.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like kilobits. I mean, it was tiny, so.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure they could have done it, and I think they're doing stuff like this more for piracy. Because now not piracy, but the resale market. Because now when you tap the resale market, who's going to buy that game used? Because you're only going to get a fraction of the games. You can't guarantee you'll get any of those downloads, right?
Yeah, it's highly unlikely.
So I think that's what they're going after. And again, I'm getting too old to care about that kind of stuff. Like, it is what it is. You know what? You have to pay a cell phone bill every month to play ball with cell phone companies. If you want to buy the game, you have to pay the price. It is what it is. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Let's complain about the real stuff, like voice chat. And no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Actually, I'm really glad you brought that up. Played Halo on Saturday night, and thought, hey, let's jump into voice chat, because it works so well on the Xbox. Yeah, no.
What do you mean?
I could hear everybody in the party chat, but certain people could, and everybody could hear me, but certain people couldn't hear each other due to different NAT issues. And there's that. I don't know what Xbox did or what Microsoft did with the Xbox One, but like I have a video that fixed some kind of DNS problem that has over 60,000 views from people having this error. And some people are like, hey, this actually opened my NAT and I can talk with people. Like, there's something going on. Like, they didn't do something right, because it's a pretty common problem where I can't hear somebody, they can't hear me, vice versa.
So you have a NAT, open NAT type, NAT1 or whatever, so you should be able to hear everybody no matter what.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
So the simple solution is, and it's not that simple, but get into your router and put your gaming device in your DMZ, and then that will fix the problem. Something to be concerned with is now your Xbox isn't behind a firewall, but I don't know that it really matters in the grand scheme of things, but things to think about. I'm not telling you to do anything, but Google it.
So interesting that as much as we talk about voice chat, it's still not perfect even on the bleeding edge consoles that are out now.
That's weird. I've never experienced that. That's weird.
Oh, it's been an ongoing issue with me, unfortunately. So, Zelda, Hylian Shield, new 2D XL, also GameStop exclusive. So therefore, you got out of having to buy this one. But
I was close.
Tell me that thing is not the most, like, look, I've got a shield that it would match. So like, I gotta have this. It really looks good. It really looks good.
Can I go through my thought process?
Please, break it.
I first saw it and said, dang it, I need this. Then I said, no, it's okay. I don't need it. It comes with a Link Between Worlds. That was the last one I beat on the 3DS. I'm good. Then I said, I think I need it again. So I decided to look up where to get it from, and it was GameStop, and I said, okay, not doing it. That settled it for me. So I went through various stages of emotions there. So.
Yeah, here's what's funny. Like, I told my wife, I said, I wonder how many, 30-year-old and older males are begging their wives for this 2DS right now. Like, I sent her a picture of it. I was like, so she's like, well, I think you need that, like as soon as she saw it. So we had a good laugh. I do not have that. I do not have that pre-ordered though. It's tempting though. It's tempting. It really looks good. So, if you guys haven't seen it, I'll have a link to it, or go to n64josh.com. Actually, guys, go to n64josh.com. Check out the new homepage. Like, I just updated the header and everything.
Ooh.
It looks like a real website finally. I'm so stoked. So do check that out. All right. Last piece of news before Pokemon. Here we go. Switch. The Nintendo Switch is being sold in Japan without the dock, the Joy-Con grip, and the AC adapter. Nintendo has said they have no plans on bringing that bundle to the US. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I don't understand why they wouldn't allow us to have that option, but I don't think it would be like widely successful here. It just seems like the hybrid kind of appeals to a lot of people. The Switch is a strictly handheld. Even that's kind of weird because they're selling it without a power cable even. So I don't think it would be a huge success here, and it's not that much cheaper than getting it with everything, especially when you already have to go and buy a power cable on your own, and if you have to buy the Nintendo one because of Switch breaking issues, you're looking at what, $30 for that thing anyways?
Yeah, they're basically marketing this as a second Switch. Real quick, I'm checking the eShop. Somebody in chat said that Pokemon Quest is available now, but I am not seeing it in recent releases. So I may have to do...
That would be huge.
If you guys in chat find it for sure, let me know.
Yeah, if you guys in chat find that for sure, let us know so we can end early.
So, but yeah, they're marketing this bundle as to households that already have the Switch. Here's the deal: it's about a $45 savings, right? You're looking at, like, what is the dock now? Anywhere from 60 to 90. The AC adapter is 30, and then the Joy-Con grip is another 15. You might as well just buy the full meal deal at that point.
Yeah, I agree completely, and that's why I don't think it's that big of a deal that we're missing out on it, because I think did you say it was $50 cheaper?
45.
So after you buy a $30 Nintendo official power cable, because even though you own a Switch already, you still need power for these things. Like, if you're buying two, that means you have a second person who wants to play it, right? So is that person just not going to be able to power their device? Like, that's a silly idea. So,
well, don't forget, you could spend another 20 and get the new portable charging station. So
but that doesn't come with a power cable, is what people have told me.
Exactly. So you could spend $50.
Yeah.
And still not have everything. I don't know. Here's the one question I have, and Nintendo may have looked into this, is per household, how many televisions are there? Because maybe this is something that's actually, like, they're like, look, I'm not going to use the dock. I won't need it. Whereas, like, pretty much every room in my house has a television in it, so I just set up another dock there, you know? So, anyway.
Bathrooms, garage, whatever.
Everywhere. It's out of control. So, okay, here we go, guys. The Pokemon news everybody's excited for. Not one, not two, but 3 Pokemon games were announced tonight via Twitter from a press conference in Tokyo, Japan. Pokemon Quest for Switch and mobile. This is like a little adventure game you can start out playing it for free. We have no idea what it's going to cost. Apparently, it may be in the eShop right now. We're still waiting to confirm that. Somebody's asking if it's the Japan eShop. So as soon as we know, we will let you know. Yeah. You said you like this better than Pokemon Go. Everybody, the Pokemon looked like little chubby squares. You could take 3 of them and kind of transform them into the way you wanted to, that kind of stuff. What do you think? Are you gonna play this on your phone or your Switch?
Yeah. I mean, if it's free, of course I'll try it. And I like what they're doing where it's free to start, so they can give you a taste for free and then get you hooked. But I'm okay with that. I'll definitely try it. I played Pokemon Go. I wasn't that into it. I didn't like that you couldn't battle. So for me, it wasn't like I wasn't an Ingress fan or anything. But so I'll give it a shot. I personally think this is a better mobile app and may be able to keep more of my time than a Pokemon Go would, because now I can tie it into my Switch. So things I'm doing on my phone are actually translating to an end device I'm going to actually game on, if that makes any sense.
So now Pokemon Go can do that with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Are you going to play Pokemon Go again now?
No. I uninstalled it. I'm not going to reinstall it, and I forgot my login, so I'd have to start over anyways.
Well, there you go.
So no, I won't be going back to Pokemon Go, and that's okay. That's okay, but it looks cool. I'm not super psyched. I would be lying to you if I told you I was super pumped about this. I'm kind of indifferent, but I know the Pokemon brand means so much to so many people. I was kind of right on the fringe because I grew up. I was a little old for Pokemon, so by the time Pokemon was popular, it was like embarrassing for me to like it. So I was kind of like closet, like this Pokemon stuff looks kind of neat, but I know I shouldn't talk about it because I'm gonna get made fun of. So I'm not a huge Pokemon fan. I missed it.
I have a couple questions for the chat. They are the Pokemon experts. You guys are saying this is not a core game, okay? So this is my question. I want to be able to let people know on the show. So you guys are gonna have to answer this for me. Is this basically a Pokemon Snap? Is that what this game boils down to? And the next question that I have, is this the game that was announced last year at E3? I'm kind of curious to go back and watch that video and hear the verbiage and the things that were said about it. Chat, I want you guys to let me know. So we play this with motion controls. This is tied to Pokemon Go. You can transfer Pokemon. It looked like between the two, right? They have a peripheral that looks like a Pokeball that has an analog stick on it. So you can control your little character in game, and then you can do a throwing motion, which is terrifying to give this to kids to throw at your TVs. Like, have we learned nothing from the Wii? And then you catch Pokemon just like you do. And you can also use a Joy-Con and kind of do like they were doing like an overhand throw to throw the Pokeball. It looks very much like Pokemon Go. Now, it looked like you still had to kind of explore. Like there was still, I'm guessing some battles, things like that. But the actual act of catching the Pokemon was through motion controls. And the first thing Kirby says was, "Is this going to work in handheld? Are you going to have to hold? You're going to have to hold the Switch in one hand and then do the motion with the other hand?" I'm not quite sure.
I don't know. And I think the thing we're missing on right now is they announced kind of 4 games today. So the core in 2019, Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu in what was it, November 19th with that Pokeball. So those are 2 separate games. And then Pokemon Quest is coming out
November
allegedly
16th.
today.
November 16th, but yeah.
Okay, right. So you're still getting a core game. So if this doesn't tickle your fancy, don't give up on the world. You'll get your proper Pokemans. Don't you worry.
So, and I just want to I'm double checking their Twitter right now. So yeah, so just so that I can get a little bit of clarification, where did we see that the core game is coming out mid-2019?
I don't remember, but I saw that at some point. So I will see if I can find it quickly without being boring for this.
No, it's fine. I'll keep talking while you figure it out, because chat is saying it also. They're saying core game mid-2019. So I'm really curious. Some of the things I'm curious about, the way this video starts, is everything's augmented reality. and you're seeing Pikachu run through the house. So they're saying that they tweeted it. So I see.
Okay, so Pokemon with Pokemon Quest and Pokemon Let's Go, there are so many new ways to explore the world of Pokemon trainers can also look forward to even more with an all-new Core Series Pokemon RPG title in development for the second half of 2019.
Okay.
There you go.
Excellent. So we'll probably find out some more info about that at E3. So that's pretty cool then. We're essentially getting a new version of, not new version, but like a Pokemon Snap, or like a kind of a side game or whatever. And then,
well, I think it's another Pokemon Go. Like, hey, you don't like Pokemon Go, you don't want to walk around your neighborhood. Okay, play this version instead, and you can play it on your Switch. To me, that's way cooler than Pokemon Go was, but like I said, I'm a little biased. Honestly, the biggest mobile phone game I played was an NBA 2K game because it gave me free virtual console points in NBA 2K, and I could then use those games. So working on my phone at this game was worth something to me. You could transfer them.
I got you.
Silly, I know.
I got you. So, you gonna buy this? You gonna buy the ball? You gonna double down, get both games?
I might get none of the games and only get the ball. So I think honestly the ball's the coolest part of this whole thing. It looks like it's got some sort of rumble. It's got lights. There's buttons on it. You can shake your little Pokemon and he shakes back at you. Like, that's cool. That's cool.
So chat, I want to hear from you guys. How many of you guys are you gonna get this? Are you excited about it, or is it a no go for you? Let me know in the chat right now. I mean, hey, I play Pokemon Go every day. I have since it came out. I stopped in the church parking lot today, wiped out the gym that was there, planted my little Pokemon tree there, and spun my little Pokestop, caught a little bug, and went on with my day. It literally took me like 3-4 minutes. And that's that's it. So let's see what chat's saying here. Van, I'm sure just like the Pokemon controller, the ball will only work with the Pokemon game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Cool Red Luigi, I'm getting it all. Gotta get them all. Get them all.
Yeah.
Kirby Geek says I'll play it as a gift.
Hint, hint.
Right. Music Man Todd, I'm getting both. Kirby waiting for 2019 game. Pudding probably won't go back to Pokemon Go though. Okay. Curtis, definitely a maybe or a possibly. Definitely a maybe or a possibly.
I'll say this. If the Pokemon Quest is amazing, maybe it can convince me. I don't have any ill will towards Pokemon. I played Red on the Game Boy and I enjoyed that. Like, those were fun. So if Pokemon Quest is worthwhile, they might be able to convince me. So I was going to buy the core Pokemon, so I will buy that one. Like, that seems to be a no-brainer for me because they're fun RPGs.
I'll say this. I was excited for a core game. I was ready to jump into an RPG, to stream this. We were joking this morning because they were throwing up random Pokemon in the Discord, and they're like, name this. And I was like, oh, easy. That's Cloud Turkey. It was like a blue bird with clouds all over it, So like, and we were having a good laugh and they're like, what weapon does it have? I'm like, oh, it's simple, Heavenly Scratch, because of clouds and talons. But
yeah, makes sense.
So this is not what I was expecting. Who knows? Could be kind of fun. It looks like Pokemon Go. It looks like, I'm just like, Pokemon Go has virtually no depth to it whatsoever. It's literally just a grind fest. So, oh yeah, that's right. The other attack it had was Toxic Gobbler.
I would have went with like Thunder Gobble or something, because they always have a move that kind of like stuns or freezes the opponent. So, yeah. But anyways, tomato, potato.
Right. So there we go, guys. Pokemon Quest coming out for the Switch and mobile. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, all happening this year, as far as we know. I don't know. We've seen conflicting reports that Quest is coming out in 19, or that it's coming out today. I don't know. So we'll find out. If you find out, make sure to tweet at us. So, last bit of news. You found this video of somebody skydiving with the Switch. Let's hear it.
Yeah. So on my something, and Wario64 just said Pokemon Quest is out on Switch on US eShop right now. So there you go. So our listener count just dropped. But no, so I was watching YouTube, going through my random feed, and I saw this guy made basically the best Nintendo Switch commercial. I'll shoot it to you so you can throw it in the link here. It's just him playing like Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo, and I didn't have the sound up, and it was filmed in Russia, so I don't know if it's in Russian. Doesn't matter. That's not the point. Then he goes on to playing the new Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and taking the Switch all over. They went on rooftops. They did it in split Joy-Con mode, single player, what have you. Looking like a blast. He's on a train playing Mario Kart as he's walking. And then he goes and skydives while playing the Switch. Granted, he wasn't playing much. He was merely trying to hold on to this $300 device. But it really, it was the best ad for the Switch, and it wasn't an official Nintendo commercial. It was crazy. Like, these guys, bravo to them. It was amazing. So
that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, give me a link. I will throw it in the show notes for sure. I am looking up. Yep, Pokemon Quest. There it is. Downloading it now.
Great. Well, my Switch isn't near me, so
I am downloading it now. So there we go.
Perfect.
The characters look pretty cute, guys.
Can I get it on my phone?
Oh, maybe.
Is that possible?
Maybe. Check that out. So, all right. It is there. Go play Pokemon Quest. I'll maybe stream it right after this podcast is over. So,
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
We did it. It's a little bit of a short one because we kind of rushed up into the Pokemon stuff, and but you got dinner to go get. So why don't you tell people where they can find you?
Well, if you don't see me floating around, you'll definitely catch me here on Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, roughly 6 p.m. Plus or minus. Never minus, always plus. You can find me on Discord, in the N64 Josh Discord. There's a lot of great people in there. You can find some games. That's the only way you're going to find any chat. So definitely jump in there. Good group of people. Lots of various opinions. And never any fighting. It's awesome. And then on Twitter, @hate00 with an X. I post video game related music, whatever I'm in the mood for. So if you want to get a glimpse of the mind of Hate Zero, sometimes I post pictures of my dogs. So,
This is true.
Follow me.
This is true. Guys, you're going to follow me on Twitter @N64Josh. You can follow this show @NPowerCast. Smash Bros. Cast is happening Friday at 2. It's also on iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. If you're watching the show on YouTube, it is also a podcast. It's on iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, and Spotify. So, if you want to listen on the go, you can. If you want to email us, it's npc@n64josh.com. Shoot us an email. You have a question, comment, a topic you'd like us to cover, whatever. npc@n64josh.com. audibletrial.com/npc. Get yourself your free book. Go check out Console Wars. It's super good. Remember, opseat.com. Use coupon code N64Josh. With the code and the sale right now, you can save a total of $60 off a chair. It's a good deal. I do have a Patreon, patreon.com/N64Josh. You get an extra podcast each month for just $1. You can go check that out. And, come join our Discord, like Hate said, N64Josh.com/Discord. And if you have a second, you can go on iTunes and rate and review We'd greatly appreciate that. We are at 4.5 stars, so close to 5 stars. We're so close, so close. We just need a few more 5-star reviews. So if you're liking this show, show us a little love on iTunes. I'd really appreciate it. I do want to give a shout out to the NES podcast. I was on their 3rd episode, and we had a good time talking about the N64 Classic and Sushi Strikers and strawberry milk versus chocolate milk. So, and every week they do a Google search to see if a Waluigi game has been announced. That's one of their things. So go check it out. Thank you so much for listening. Everybody that's here live, thank you for being here. We love you guys, and we will see you in the next episode.